part of the problem with this illness is, again, it's like any chronic illness. Any chronic illness is going to cause or can cause psychological and social problems. In the case of ME, you may have added problems in that you have maybe dealing with disbelief, and this may come from the medical profession, it may even come from your own family, it may come from your social support network, and it is a sad fact that a lot of people with this illness, one of the major losses to this illness is losing a whole network of people that they're normally used to.
I'd love to be able to plan and, you know, I'd say, right, you know, I will see you tomorrow, you know, we'll go out for lunch, we'll go do something, but I can never set anything in stone. And if I do and I have to cancel, I've had to do that so many times, feel awful for cancelling constantly, so I never promise anyone anything that I'll definitely go. So normally I'll just say, you know, I'll give you a ring tomorrow and if you're free then we'll do something.
Her brother is brilliant, he's fantastic with her. I know that when she goes out, because she tends to go out with his friends, because hers are all at university, I know that he'll look after her, he will bring her home, and his group, his circle of friends have really taken her under their wing. They look after her as well. At home, my husband says, to be honest, he prefers her not to go out, because while she's out, he's worrying, is she having a good time, is she ill, is she going to come home really upset? So we're torn that way.
Part of the ME that they say you don't sleep very well at night, which is so ironic, you know, it's chronic fatigue syndrome and you can't sleep. So normally I get to sleep at about 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. People say to you that, you know, like, well, it's just your body clock that's wrong, you know, you should make yourself get up early and, you know, you should make yourself go to bed early and then obviously you'll be able to do stuff during the day, but it's not like that at all. It's like no matter how long I've been awake for during the day, at night you just can't sleep. I'll be getting up probably about 11, 12 o'clock at the moment, no matter how much sleep I'm getting, to then try and, you know, push it back and get up earlier and earlier. But there's days that I get up and I've just got like such a bad headache. Like today it's a really, really bright day. So when I eventually do manage to get up out of bed, I'll, you know, like go downstairs, make a cup of tea. I've got like a body foam pillow, which, because I get a lot of backache and things, so if I'm sat downstairs then it just helps with my back. And my blanket thing, it's a slanket, which is like awful because it's what old people use, but it's because with the ME I can't control my body temperature, so it means that I'm either like really, really hot or like ridiculously freezing. So I always have to have like that with me, because if I leave it upstairs then it's another big long trek upstairs, which it's just easier if I have everything like downstairs.
It's frustrating in that she is 20. She should be cooking, not that I expected to sort of do everything for me, but instead of Laura saying, I'll do the washing, Mum, I'll make a meal for us, don't worry about it, I'll go do some shopping for you, it's the other way around. And I'm rushing around trying to do things thinking, come on Laura. And it's not her fault, but I get really frustrated because she's so slow sometimes. And that's hard. Because, as I say, she's 20 and I'm in my 50s, and it's like a role reversal. You know, she's the one that's slowed down and I'm the one that's sort of having to keep going. I think we're used to it now. I'm used to coming home and I can determine when I walk through the kitchen door what sort of a day Laura's had, even if I haven't spoken to her very much. If there is washing up in the sink, then I know that she's too tired. She doesn't do it deliberately. She really can't be bothered to do it because she can't be bothered to get up off the settee some days. But it's hard. But I think we're just used to it now, aren't we?
I think we get on, even though like we argue and stuff, I think we get on better now than we did before, because we spend so much time together. Yeah. So I think that's definitely, like, as a family, like, we get on, we're a lot closer now, because obviously I'm not out around about all the time.
So are you with us?
Yeah.
I worry about her. I mean, it's heartbreaking to see her when she's in a lot of pain, and I've got to help her up the stairs. and I've got to help dry her hair sometimes. I mean, that is terrible. But if I look to the future, I'm frightened.
Children and teenagers who get this illness, the outlook, generally speaking, is very good. And many of them do get back to full normal health. It may take a period of time, but overall, I think the outlook there is very optimistic. Once you start getting beyond, you know, childhood, adolescence, in 20s, 30s and 40s, and that age of onset, the outlook becomes less certain. I think it is extremely important that people remain optimistic about the outcome, and it's very easy when you're 20s or 30s to get very gloomy when you've had an illness like this, which has suddenly just pulled the plug out of every aspect of your life, and you're 2 years on into it, and you're functioning at, let's say, 50% of your normal self physically and mentally, and you're not seeing any progress, think, oh God, I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. But in my opinion, that's not, you know, the normal progression. If you are making some degree of progress, which is what many people do, I think providing you're doing things right, you're getting symptoms treated, you're getting the support you need, you're pacing your activities correctly, there is a good chance that you are going to continue to make some degree of recovery.
Well, I think it would be quite naive of me to plan in a sense that I'll be perfectly healthy and, you know, 10 years down the line I'll be totally fine, because there's a lot of, I think there's quite a few people have relapses, so it comes back later on in life. And yeah, like from talking to my therapist, she sort of said that, you know, it would be wise for you to plan that if you were to still have it, what kind of job would you do? So I think, yeah, as I say, I think it would be quite sort of foolish of me to, but obviously, like, I want to get better. I'm going to do everything that I can to get better.
Laura now should be well into university, and she should have had a really good career, because she's excellent at music, quite gifted, so it should have been a breeze for her to do it. But now I'm just wondering, what will happen? Does she need someone to take care of her?
Things will improve, and you may even get back to a normal life and possibly even full recovery at some point. Never give up hope.